With so many games being turned into movies or TV shows, from Gears of War to God of War to even BioShock, it seems everyone wants a piece of that sweet Hollywood pie. Now I have no problem with this. If the live adaptation sucks, fans could just ignore it and go back to playing their beloved franchises. But if the live adaptation is good, then it's a bonus for the fan base. However, one thing I don't want to see happen is having these live adaptations start to dictate the way the gaming world goes. I like the idea that the games could be in their own world and have their own continuity. But it would appear that Warner Brothers and DC Comics might feel differently about this. For some reason, DC wants to expand their cinematic universe to not only include movies and TV shows, but video games as well. Now, before we take a deep dive into this, I just want to take a brief moment and welcome anyone new to the channel. If you are new and do like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing. I got a ton of stuff in the works that I would love to share with you all. Also, if you do end up enjoying the video, let me know by hitting that like button. But anyways guys, we got a lot to get into, so without further ado, let's get into it. So Warner Brothers recently held a global Zoom meeting for all of its employees, where they explained the plan for DC is to create a Bible for a cohesive DC universe that is overarching across live action films, TV, animation, gaming, and more. Now, if the year was 2012 and I was 13, and I just got done watching the Avengers movie in theaters, I would be ecstatic over this DC news. After seeing how Marvel pulled off their cinematic universe, imagine DC stepping up to the plate to not only match them, but exceed them by not only making their movies connected, but also having the games involved as well. Being able to watch some of my favorite heroes on screen just to go home and play the game to continue the story sounds like a total blast. But unfortunately for DC, I'm an adult, not a naive child. The year is not 2012, and I've seen that DC can barely handle a cinematic universe, let alone expanding it into the gaming world. If they actually do this, would we still get games that have their own unique story? Whether you love them or hate them, it is cool seeing games like Injustice 2 or Gotham Knights come out and try a plotline that you would not typically see in a big budget blockbuster movie. And would the actors from the movies be the voice actors in the games? How far would this go? Honestly, I feel like there's a difference between acting to play a part in a show or a movie and being a great voice actor. Just because you're good at one does not mean you're going to be great at the other. Some people could do both, but not everyone. Not only that, but do we want just one version of these characters? Imagine how many different variations of the Joker we have gotten. Mark Hamill is amazing as the Joker in the Arkham games and the animated series. But the way the Joker is and talks is totally different from what we have seen in the Batman live adaptations. I can guarantee if this happens, the movie variation of the character would take over the other mediums. And that is not something I want to see. Imagine having someone like Jared Leto voicing Joker in all the games going forward. That's not a future I want to be part of. Plus, as a fan, imagine having not only to keep up on the movies, but the games. Will you have to watch the movies just to keep up with the plotline of the latest video game and vice versa? What if you don't like to play games but you like to watch movies? One of the mediums will be forced to take a back seat and just be a plot where nothing major happens. I can guarantee you that if this happens, the video games will be the ones to take the back seat. The movies and TV shows will be where all the major events happen, and the games will either be side plots where they have no actual impact, or they'll be under such strict control that the creative freedom will be completely taken away from the developers. Now, they did use Star Wars as a reference point, saying that Jedi Fallen Order and Battlefront 2 take place in the same universe as Mandalorian. But I feel like there's a big difference here. In Jedi Fallen Order, you play a completely new character on his own journey. And while there may be some references to this movies, this game could have just been a standalone title. As for Battlefront 2 being part of the same world, really? I know there's a story mode in that game, but it's like 5 hours and is completely forgetful. The game shines in its multiplayer, and each match is not going to be canon to the Star Wars films. So unless we want multiplayer games like Gotham City Imposters, or games where we play as completely new characters that never interact with Batman, Superman, or Wonder Woman, I do not see how this will work. Now maybe I have misinterpreted this. Maybe the games will just be movie tie-ins, which is not something I want to happen either. Do we really want to go back to the days where superheroes only got movie tie-in games that are half-baked and rushed out to match the release date of the film they're based on? Realistically, there's no way this could work and make movie fans and video game fans happy. Either one fan base will be totally let down, or both will be. Honestly, DC needs to just focus on building a connective universe with its movies before they look to expand. Keep gaming in its own universe, and for that matter, same with the animated films. Honestly, it would be kind of cool if they made a video game connected universe, but so far we haven't even really gotten that, so I don't get why they're making this overzealous plan to connect everything all at once. In all truthfulness, I don't think this plan will ever happen. I think it was wishful thinking and it's not something that we'll ever see come to light. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think it's a good idea to have these games in the same world and be connected to the feature films? Or do you think there should be a separation between the two? Let me know down in the comments below. I always enjoy hearing everyone's thoughts. As for me, I got a ton of work to do, so I'm gonna get back to the grind and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.